So, in the next couple of videos, we're going to be talking about mosquito-borne viruses, mosquito-borne diseases. So you've got malaria, which is a parasite, and then we're going to be moving on to arboviruses. So, malaria, it's a parasite. Well, it's a disease caused by a parasite called Plasmodium, but it is spread by the vector of a mosquito. The specific type of mosquito are Anopheles mosquitoes, but there are quite a lot of different mosquitoes. So there are 3,500 species, and you can see just a little bit of phylogeny here about them. But what mosquitoes are vectors of the disease? So what is a vector? A vector is an organism, typically a biting insect or tick, that transmits a disease or parasite from one animal or plant to another animal or plant. Mosquitoes tend to bite humans or animals for a blood meal, but it's only the female that does the biting. This is because they need the protein from blood to make mature eggs. If it's a male or if it's an immature female mosquito, they tend to just live off like sap. We've already mentioned what a parasite is, but we'll summarise it again. So a parasite is an organism which lives in or on another organism and benefits by deriving nutrients at the other's expense. So it's a slightly different definition from the other video, but it's still basically the same. So what do they actually look like? So you have your male here. The male tends to be smaller than the female, and it has these like fluffy antennae. The female is much larger, and it's sort of cute. I don't know which is cuter, the male or the female. Which do you think? I think the male, just because of the fluffy horns, antennae. But anyway, malaria is a huge global burden that causes millions of deaths and serious disabilities each year. The main areas affected are places like Central America, the South Americas, Africa, Europe, the Middle East, Asia and Southeast Asia. So it's really all over the world where these mosquitoes transmit it. Sadly, most deaths do occur in Africa at 90% of them, and one child dies every 60 seconds. But it's been around for a very, 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 very long time. The first documented symptoms of malaria are all the way back in 2700 BC. We can see in the 17th century the use of quinine, which is anti-malarial treatment. Then in the 1800s, it was discovered that it was caused by a parasite. It was then discovered that there were different species of malaria. The parasite then got named, and then on the 20th of August 1897 it was discovered that it was transmitted by mosquitoes. And because of this, on the 20th of August we have World Mosquito Day. Quite a lot of people, as I mentioned, are affected by malaria. Just a couple of famous people who've had it were Oliver Cromwell, Gandhi and Cheryl Cole, or Cheryl, whatever her last name is. Just Cheryl, I assume it is now. But it's not just humans that are affected. There's bovine forms of malaria. It can infect bats, monkeys and reptiles.